Hey, so welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us again today. Today I have Burton Kelso back with me, technology expert. Welcome, Burton.
Tim, good seeing you.
Absolutely. Appreciate you taking time again this week. And we've been doing a series here. This is our second in a series of on technology, on working from home. We've all been caught off guard a little bit and been forced into our home offices. Some of us weren't quite prepared for that. So we appreciate your sharing your expertise with us.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, I love technology. I love helping people out. So my
Abs-
pleasure.
Absolutely. It's great. Hey, so today we're going to talk about Wi-Fi. Again, I know that a lot of folks, had their office set up and they were in great shape. They had their technology all squared away, but now we've come home and we may be struggling with Wi-Fi in terms of having a powerful enough signal to really accommodate our business needs. So what would you first share with us about that?
Well, the first thing you want to do is to make sure that you have strong internet connection coming into the house, because you could have a robust Wi-Fi signal throughout your whole house, but if you've got slow internet, then it just won't work for you. So probably one of the best ways to make sure that you have what's considered high-speed internet is to visit a website called speedtest.net. So speedtest.net will allow you to check out your internet speed. You can go and verify that you have hi-fi internet, or I should say high-speed internet. So with high-speed internet, the speed that's considered high speed is 30 megabits per second download. If you have anything below that, you don't have high-speed internet. You have just what's called regular speed internet. But you can use speed tests to make sure that you're getting the internet speed that your provider says that you're getting, and then also to troubleshoot any problems that you may have with your internet. So I would highly recommend people go to speedtest.net first to make sure that the internet is working the way that it's supposed to in their home or home office.
You bet. Yeah, it's a terrific site. I test my speed fairly consistently at that site. And of course, for me doing video work, it's critical that I have both download and upload high speed, internet. So let me ask you this: in terms of speed, you said 30 megabits per second download speed. What happens? What kind of complications do you run into if you have slower internet speed than that?
Well, if your internet's slower than 30 megabits per second, you're not going to be able to stream music effectively. You're not going to be able to do video conferencing effectively. You'll get choppy video. And of course, for some people, if your internet speed is slower than 30 megabits per second, you may actually think that your devices are running slow, because many of us rely on the internet to do email, social media. So if you're used to using web-based applications and your internet starts to slow down, you may actually think your device is slowing down. So it plays a big part.
Okay, very good. Hey, so we've got that squared away. Say we've checked that. We've gone to speedtest.net. We've checked our speed, and we're good to go there. What's the next issue when it comes to Wi-Fi?
You're going to laugh because it kind of goes back to speedtest.net. Now, speedtest.net makes an app that's available for smartphones and tablets. So with the speedtest.net, you can go to different areas in your house that you think that you're having slow internet, run the app to see what the internet speed was near your router. And then, of course, when you're away from your router, you can run the speed test app just to make sure that the internet speeds are running the way they're supposed to. And then also to make sure that you're getting the wireless speeds and strength that you want in the areas that you may want to work. I think the misconception with Wi-Fi is that people assume that it will automatically cover every area of your house, and that's not the case. There are certain obstacles that can occur within your household, like brick walls or something within your sheetrock or plaster walls, that can definitely cause problems. So you definitely want to go where you want the internet to work wirelessly, run speed tests to make sure you're getting the speeds that you're supposed to.
Hey, so I'm curious, Burton. I had not heard. So the speedtest.net app, is it an actual app that you download, or do
Yes,
you simply? It is.
yes, it's the same app that is from Ookla, the people
Yes.
that make the speed test website. You can definitely just go to the app store, download the app for free, and you can kind of use that as a tool to kind of troubleshoot slow internet speeds. You can also troubleshoot if you've got weak wireless speeds too. Tim, another thing people can do with their smartphones is to look at the signal strength on their smartphone or tablet, if you connect it to your home Wi-Fi, you can just basically take your tablet or your smartphone to different areas of your house and see what the signal strength is. And of course, if the signal strength is low, then you can work on other procedures in order to boost that signal strength. But your smartphone or tablet can be a great tool to use to troubleshoot Wi-Fi issues within your home or home office.
Fantastic. So say we've done that. We go to an upstairs bedroom and we find that our signal strength drops. We go to Ookla and we do our test and we show that the speed is low. What options do we have at that point?
Well, you can install what's called a mesh network within your home in order to boost the wireless signals in weak areas of your home. Now, this tech expert is really not a fan of mesh networks because it really weakens, the signal weakens when you get further and further away from the router. The true method of getting Wi-Fi in those weak areas of your home is to install another router, but then run the cable from your other router or range extender to your router so that you can get signal. So your signal is going to come through quicker with cable than it does if you try to install a boost network. And I think one of the more popular boost networks out there is Google.
I'm sorry, is what?
Google has a
Oh,
mesh
seriously?
network. Yes.
Oh,
They
wow.
do.
Okay. All
But
right.
it ain't cheap, but it works okay. So if you weren't able to run cables, you could definitely install a mesh network in your home or home office in order to try to get a stronger signal. Now, keep in mind, if you're running a mesh network, you're not going to get those robust speeds that you would if you were sitting right next to your router. But
Okay.
it may be enough just to boost the signal for you to do basic internet stuff.
Okay. Okay. Good deal. So if you were going to go and you're willing to run cable to do that, what do you recommend? Is there a particular product or a range of products you recommend to boost that Wi-Fi?
Yeah, you can always hire an electrician to run cable, but that's not always feasible. So
Sure.
luckily, I've got this handy box here and I'm trying to make it presentable. So this is what's called a TP-Link power line adapter.
Okay.
Now, the way a power line adapter works is that you plug one in near your router. Let me turn this box around. You plug one in near your router, like the example shows here, and then you plug the other end near the computer or the wireless router that you want to send out that stronger signal. Now, the signal goes through your power lines of your house, which is called a power line adapter. So that eliminates the need of you to have to hire someone to run cables, and it will send a strong enough signal through your power lines in order to get you to either plug in a device or to plug in a range extender or another router at the end in order to boost Wi-Fi in those weak areas of your home. One other product that I was going to recommend too would be a Ubiquity range extender. These items run about $80 to $100, but you could, in theory, plug in a power line adapter on one end next to your router and then install a Ubiquity range extender on the other end, and it would boost the Wi-Fi signal where it's weak in your home or home office.
It's pretty fascinating using your power, your electric grid to extend your Wi-Fi. I heard of that a couple of years ago, maybe, but had never really had it explained. So it's really good information.
Yeah,
So
I was
go
going to
ahead.
say the technology, it's been around for a while, like you said, Tim, but the technology on power line adapters is greatly improved. Used to struggle, but now it doesn't matter how old the wiring is in your house. The power line adapter will send a signal through your power lines in order to get that network signal to those weak areas in your home.
Yeah, fantastic. So Burton, I'm curious. Now that we checked our internet speed, we're good to go there. We've put in our power line adapter. We've extended our Wi-Fi range. We're good there. Let's talk about security for a couple of minutes on Wi-Fi. Where do we fall down on security? What do we need to make sure that we pay attention to make sure our Wi-Fi is secure?
Well, in home environments, I think the weak part comes to sharing that Wi-Fi password. We may have friends or family members that want to be able to hook onto the home Wi-Fi, and that's great if you're just using it for casual purposes. But when you're working from home, you really want to secure that Wi-Fi password so that friends, family, or even neighbors can't access your wireless networks. Because once they can access your files. They can even bog down your network. So if you're working from home and you've got a password that everyone knows, you definitely want to change that so that people don't know. Or you can go out and purchase a wireless router that offers both a standard wireless signal and even a guest wireless signal so that you can keep your work Wi-Fi transactions separate from people that just want to cabbage onto your home Wi-Fi.
Fantastic. So is it called WPA authentication? Am I remembering that right? In terms of when you set your password, that sort of thing, in terms of being able to access your Wi-Fi.
Right. The old term was WEP, which most modern routers don't even recommend that you use. But the current security is WPA or WPA2, which offers a more robust, secure wireless signal where hackers can't get in and access your network.
Fantastic. So, any last words? I think we've done pretty well here today. Any last words of advice for those of us at home to make sure we have good speed on our internet and good Wi-Fi access?
In today's world, it's always important for you to check your internet speed first before you assume that you have weak Wi-Fi in your home. So check your internet speeds first, and then you utilize your smartphone to make sure that you're getting robust Wi-Fi in those weak areas. And if you aren't, then you can definitely go with a DIY solution with a power line adapter in order to help get a strong Wi-Fi or even strong internet in those weak areas of your home.
Fantastic. Hey, Burton, thank you so much for the advice today.
Thank you, Tim. It's always a pleasure.
You bet. We'll see you next week.
All right.